93 Boxing, I'm back with another video. Brandon Rios says that fans shouldn't get on his bandwagon when he beats Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is coming off a layoff against Keith Thurman. A big layoff, but I think Rios is as well. A pretty decent layoff. Either way, right? The reason why people think Rios will not beat Danny Garcia is simply because of Rios has done in terms of performance. I don't think it's unfair for people to think that Rios will not win at all. I think it's quite decent. People respect Rios, and Brandon Rios is pretending like people don't respect him. Sure, there are fans that just think he's a walking punch bag, and to a certain extent he might be. But people respect him. People think he's tough. People think he's all that, and people don't think he's an A-level fighter, but they still think he's a tough fighter. Brandon Rios is not a guy with great footwork, with amazing boxing skills, with amazing speed. He has power. He can hurt people. He's more of a close-range fighter. He's got a good chin, but that's really it. He has a slightly underrated defense. He does block a lot of shots, but that's pretty much it. And in terms of everything else, Danny Garcia has everything better than him. Mid-range fighting, long-range fighting, footwork. I would say Danny Garcia has better footwork than Brandon Rios. Rios can cut the ring off better, but still, Danny Garcia is a better puncher. I would say Danny Garcia is a better puncher. Danny Garcia has better timing. He can fight better on the back foot. He has a better jab. He is a better boxer with more skills, better defense. I don't see how Danny Garcia will lose this. Danny Garcia has a good enough chin, very good chin, if maybe a better chin than Rios. Because Danny Garcia, the only time he's been hurt, right, is the Judah fight. Maybe a bit in the Matisse, but not really. And, I was shocked Matisse wasn't able to hurt him, because Matisse is a big puncher than what people give him credit for. And people say he's a big puncher anyway, but he's a bigger puncher than all that. So, I don't know. I don't know how Brandon Rios will win this. He can have a good shot, though. Doing very well, because close range fighting, he is pretty good. I would say maybe slightly better than Garcia, but when it comes to close range. But I think Danny Garcia is stronger, faster, better boxer. Rios is in better shape than he has been before. Rios says he's more motivated than he's ever been. He also said he's never been this motivated since the Peterson fight, the Anthony Peterson fight that we know of. Now, Lamont Peterson probably is a better fighter. Danny Garcia faced him. I thought he beat him. The only shot Rios has is backing Danny Garcia up throughout the whole fight, throwing a lot of punches, but not necessarily hitting them. And that will get a lot of fans thinking as if Danny Garcia won a robbery, because a lot of people don't understand how to score Danny Garcia fights. Because a lot of times what happens is people look at Danny Garcia moving backwards, looking a bit sloppy, but landing a lot of shots, and a lot of them body shots that people forget to score. And it seems like that's what it is with Danny Garcia. And Rios can do that. He can really feel like he can, he can put the pace on Danny Garcia and everything. Even though he can get hit with decent counter shots, he might put the pace on. He just look good, and that's really it. That's really his shot. I don't see him beating Danny Garcia. The way I see Rios getting beat depends on Rios and Garcia. If the best Garcia shows up, then Rios will get stopped, no matter what. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to comment down below. Subscribe to my channel, 93 Boxing. I'm out. 93 Boxing, I'm back with another video. Brandon Rios says that fans shouldn't get on his bandwagon when he beats Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is coming off a layoff against Keith Thurman. A big layoff, but I think Rios is as well. A pretty decent layoff. Either way, right? The reason why people think Rios will not beat Danny Garcia is simply because of Rios has done in terms of performance. I don't think it's unfair for people to think that Rios will not win at all. I think it's quite decent. People respect Rios, and Brandon Rios is pretending like people don't respect him. Sure, there are fans that